guys, welcome or welcome back to the Blue Butterfly Tarot. Today we are looking into their current thoughts and feelings, and I've got two piles for you. This is pile number one, this is pile number two. Pile number one is this teal post-it, and pile number two is this pink post-it. Take your time, see which pile or piles you feel intuitively called to. I do want to say this is a general reading, take what resonates, leave the rest. If one pile's messages don't resonate, then choose the other. If both piles' messages don't resonate, then it just means that maybe there aren't any messages for you in this video, but I do hope that at least one of the piles' messages do resonate. Please be careful of scammers. I would never reach out to you asking you to follow or subscribe or book a private reading, so just please be a little bit careful about that. My private readings are open right now. You can check the details in the description box below. Alrighty, I'm going to give you a few seconds now to see which pile or piles you feel intuitively called to, and then I shall begin. Pile one, for those of you who chose the teal post-it, this is going to be your reading, alright? Before we get into your reading, let's just take some time to realign our energies. So close your eyes, think of your person, breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Alrighty, pile one, I actually have all of your cards shuffled, and also kind of taken out. So let's get into it, alright? So their current thoughts: King of Cups, Eight of Pentacles, the Hermit, okay? Their current feelings: Four of Swords, the World, Seven of Swords, and then the Oracle cards for you are Community and Weekend Trips. Okay. So pile number one, looks like right now your person, even in their thoughts, is actually in their feels. Right now they're thinking about how much you've awakened their heart. They're really taking the time to think about the impact that you've had on their life. And there's a lot of feelings that are coming to the surface because of how much they're thinking about you. I would not be surprised if you've been feeling this person's energy, and it might also be energy that is calming you or soothing you, because the thoughts that this person is having about you, it's actually calming them. It's centering them, and it's helping them feel like themselves. That's the phrase that's coming through. So if you've been tapping into this person's energy, you'll recognize that it's a little bit different, because the energy that you might be tapping into would be very calm, very cool, very collected, very centered. And it might be different from the usual chaotic energy that you might be experiencing from this connection or from this person, because your person's realizing that when they think about you, they immediately feel so calm. And when they're not thinking about you, there's something at the back of their mind that's telling them things are not okay, or that, they should be thinking about you to calm themselves down, or they just get so swept up in, the daily life anxieties and the troubles. But when they think of you, everything vanishes. Like everything that's bothering them, it just vanishes, and they immediately feel this beautiful, calm energy enveloping them. So they think a lot about that. Pile one, your person could be having a lot of struggles right now. I don't think it's related to this connection. I think it's related to other aspects, because we have the Eight of Pentacles coming out. I don't think that they feel very stable and secure in other aspects of their life. Like I said, when they're not thinking about you, they're usually in a very, very chaotic energy. It's also possible that this person might be struggling with different aspects of their life, unable to balance the other aspects of their life. And so when they're thinking about the other aspects of their life, it's just very, very chaotic. But the minute they think about you, everything just calms down in their mind. Your person might not be reaching out to you right now. Frankly, I think that there's a lot of thinking going on their end. They're thinking a lot about you, yes, but they're also thinking about how to manage, how to work on the other aspects of their life so that they can feel stable and secure within themselves. There's a little bit of insecurity that's coming through, that this person feels that maybe they're not capable of handling the problems that they do have in their life. But that's when, when all of these like negative self-thoughts come to their mind, they immediately think about you and they just calm themselves down. So it's possible that you might have, encouraged this person, you might have been very, very supportive of this person, or you might have, just lifted their spirits up whenever you do speak to them. And so they think about that, they think about how much faith you have in them, and it just makes them feel so calm, so centered within themselves. But the energy that they're in right now, even in their thoughts, it's kind of like, I need to be on my own. I need to figure this out on my own. I can't really be influencing, my energy to other people around me, especially the people that I care about, which of course you are part of the people that they care about, Pal One. So I don't think that this person, it's not just you that they might not be reaching out to or communicating their thoughts. For some of you, this could be no contact, but I'm not getting that energy too strong, so that could just be for some of you. For most of you, I think that this might just be that maybe both of you are communicating, but it might not be how both of you used to communicate, or you can sense that your person is kind of going into their shell, and it's not because of a lack of what they feel for you, Pal One. It's just right now they need to be by themselves because they feel that they need to sort it out on their own. All right, so that's what's in their thoughts, and mostly it's thoughts about you calming them down, but it's also thoughts about how to balance the other aspects of their life, how to live up to the hope and expectation that you have of them. And you might say, no, I don't have any expectations, or I don't want to put that kind of pressure, but this person feels that pressure, whether you may have intentionally said anything or not, but they understand that you believe in them, and that also kind of adds a pressure on them, which they feel is not, they can't blame you for it, yes, and they understand that, but it's still that subconscious layer of pressure that they feel. So right now, they kind of want to be by themselves, they kind of want to work through what they're feeling. But the truth is, Pal One, even in their thoughts, it's all about you, all right? Then we'll get into their feelings. So in their feelings, yes, I mean, they definitely feel that right now they need to take respite from life. They need to just heal, rest. And there's a lot in them that wants to stay away from people right now. Like that feeling of wanting to be just by themselves in their own world. I think that when they are around people, anybody for that matter, this person might kind of either take on their energy, or they feel that they're not giving themselves enough time to think about their problem, their struggles, and finding a way out. So right now, your person doesn't want to involve in other people's lives at this moment in time, and they just want to focus on their life because it's overwhelming for them. So they can't really focus on anyone else until they sort out their things internally. I would not be surprised if this person might have also taken a weekend trip just by themselves to kind of cool down, to spend that time with themselves. That could be it. For those of you it does not resonate, then it could just mean that this person might be a little bit more recluse than usual. All right, your person in their feelings, they're hoping, Pal One, they're hoping that things shift between the two of you. They hope that they will be able to solve whatever is blocking them, whatever they feel like they're unable to handle. Yeah, they hope very, very deeply, but I do see that ebb and flow with the Seven of Swords here. So it's kind of like they have hope, but then it goes away, and then they have hope, and then it goes away. And like I said, there's a little bit of negative self-talk that's happening with your person right now. So they do struggle a little bit with, having consistent hope about themselves and that belief in themselves as well. So kind of goes up and down and up and down. And as it goes up, your person feels like, okay, I could talk to people, I could engage with people. But when it goes down, again, they're like, nope, I can't handle anyone. I really need to do this on my own. And so maybe that's why you've been feeling a little bit of inconsistent energy from this person, or you might have just been observing them, and sometimes they're, very open and very out there in speaking to everybody, and then suddenly they kind of like just come close and just go into a shell, even though they are struggling all throughout that. So you might be a little bit confused about their behavior, or you might just be observing it as well, but it looks like that's the reason why there's like a constant up and down in how they've been showing up as well. But your person understands right now that whatever thoughts they've been having about themselves, they're realizing that it's not serving them. So there's a little bit of energy that they're putting towards in building their self-esteem, in hyping themselves up. But like I said, there's a little bit of ebb and flow energy that's going on here. So sometimes your person is really, really able to build their self-esteem, and then other times it kind of drops, and then that's when they feel, like they're losing hope in things shifting for them and for this connection as a result of that. All right. With community over here, you might be reaching out to this person to like support them, or they might have a very, very strong community that wants to support them. But the energy that your person is in right now, sometimes they might be willing to take that support, but that's usually when they have like, they're working in their favor, I would say. But when their thoughts are not working in their favor, when they're kind of battling with this low self-esteem and negative self-talk, that's when they feel like they need to shut off from the community. So no matter how much help someone can offer them during these periods of time when they feel very, very low about themselves, they're recognizing that nobody can help them but themselves. And so it's kind of like they go on that high of like self-esteem and their internal belief, and then when they go low, they pluck themselves up by saying, no, nobody can handle this but me, and I've got to be the one to pick up my self-esteem. So with respect to you in their feelings, one, they don't want to influence you with their energy. They understand that right now their energy is very, very chaotic. They're hopeful sometimes, I feel like putting that in, they're hopeful sometimes that, things between both of you will shift as they start to feel more stable and secure within themselves. But that's more of a feeling right now. And like I said, that feeling comes and goes, but they're trying harder to hold on to that feeling. And the more they work through their self-esteem and their like the negative belief systems that they have about themselves and limiting beliefs that they have about themselves, they're recognizing that the more they work through that, the more hope they're able to have for this connection and for you. So a lot of pause energy in your pile one. I would not expect communication from this person, and even if you do get communication from this person, it's going to be at that high point, and then again, I do see that ebb and flow. So you can expect communication, but only when they feel good enough. That's what I would say. But otherwise, this person, even like tapping into their energy right now, sometimes I'm able to tap into it really well, sometimes I'm not. And so I can feel that ebb and flow even for you as well. So one thing is that this person doesn't want you to worry about them. But I think you care about this person, so naturally you will worry about them. But they're hoping that when they stay away from you, you'll stop worrying about them, because that's the whole point of them keeping away from you, because they feel like they're not going to tell you what they're worried about, and then you will not be worried. But they're not realizing that you're actually worried that they are not reaching out. So that's a little bit of a realization process that your person has to go through, which I do see eventually they'll go through as they start working more on their self-esteem, on how they're handling the situation. I think it's just their journey and their process, all right? Let me get you one advice, Pal One, about this situation. One advice for pile 1, please. One advice for pile 1, please. All right, so we got the Six of Swords. So the way that I would interpret this as advice for you would be, 1, go with the flow that this person is in, all right? So when they are feeling good enough to communicate, you flow with that. When they're not, let them go, give them the space that they need, all right? Because both of you are journeying together with the waves up and down, and this person, the waves are that self-talk, their thoughts, right? So might be helpful for you not to resist the up and down of their thoughts and flow with that, their thoughts and their feelings, I guess I would say, and flow with that, because this person needs to start getting comfortable with that flow, and they might be worried that you would not take it the right way, or you might feel hurt or offended. But when this person realizes that you too are going to go with the flow of their thoughts, you know, through the ups and the downs, this person might start getting more comfortable with the thoughts going up and down. And the more they get comfortable with the fluctuations in their thoughts, the more understanding they become towards themselves. The more understanding they become towards themselves, the more they will feel confident about themselves. It's kind of counterintuitive, but it looks like that's the process for your person to accept that, yes, you know, sometimes I will have positive thoughts, sometimes I will have negative thoughts. I'm going to ride those thoughts and feelings out, and I've got my person along with me who's going to ride it along with me, rather than, you know, resisting it or resisting the negative self-talk. No, it's allowing the negative self-talk and, you know, kind of, how do I say this? Allowing the negative self-talk and exhausting that energy so that you have space to create positive thoughts and feelings for yourself, and your person's going through that journey. So don't resist, you know, if this person chooses not to talk to you, let it go. You know, don't take it personally. If this person chooses to talk to you, be in your energy, be in your usual energy. Don't show them, you know, that you've been upset or hurt by the separation. The more you can flow with their thoughts and their energy, the more this person will feel comfortable in opening up to you, even when they are in the low energy. All right, pile 1? So that seems to be the advice coming through for you, pile 1. This is where I will leave you for today. I really hope that this reading brought you the comfort, clarity, and confirmation you are looking for. Thank you for allowing me to read for you. My private readings are open right now. You can check the details in the description box below. But if this is where you'd like to leave me, then I just want to say thank you so much for all of your love and positive energy you've been sending my way, whether it's with the like, share, subscribe, comments, the tips that you send in watching my page ads. Those are the ways that I feel your love and positive energy, and I'm really, really grateful for it. Pile 1, take care. Always trust your intuition, and I wish you the most peaceful outcome in this situation, all right? Bye-bye. Hi, Pile 2. For those of you who chose the pink post-it, this is going to be your reading, all right? Before we get into the reading, let's just take some time to realign our energies. So close your eyes. Think of your person. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Alrighty, Pile 2. I already have your cards shuffled, so let's get into it, alright? So we have in their thoughts, we have 3 of Swords, King of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. In their feelings, we have King of Cups, Ace of Swords, Justice, Mixed Signals, Time for a Nap. Okay. So for some of you, this could be a very hot and cold situation. For some of you, this could be someone who tends to run every time they're faced with grounding the connection or commitment. For some of you, this person could have even just outright ghosted you. I would not be surprised given the energy that they're in, and you're probably looking at this reading for an explanation for why they ghosted you, or if there's been a lot of chaotic energy in them, like they ghost you for a period of time and then they come back and then they ghost you again. Yeah, it looks like this person, they tend to shuffle between running away from this connection and then deciding to give in to their feelings, and then once it becomes a little bit too real for them, again, they just vanish and they just run away. And I can definitely feel your energy as well, pal, too. You might be very, very frustrated with what's been going on with this person. For some of you, you might even have walked away, or you might be getting ready to walk away because this person has just been very, very flaky. That's the energy that I'm getting from your person as well as the situation. So let's get into what are their current thoughts and feelings for you, because it pretty much explains the situation. So in their thoughts, all right, it looks like either there has been heartbreak in this connection, or there has been heartbreak previously that this person might have experienced, which influences a lot of their decisions when it comes to a romantic relationship. It's also possible that this heartbreak, or I feel like saying trauma, so this trauma, whatever they've experienced, it definitely impacts the way that this person shows up, and it contributes to their emotional unavailability. It could be related to your connection, but for most of you, I'm getting this to be a separate heartbreak, another trauma that this person might have experienced during their formative years that your person right now either doesn't recognize it exists, or they do recognize but they don't want to work through it. The common theme for all of you is that your person right now, it's just in their thoughts. You know, they know that something's holding them back, but they don't know what, and they don't know how to understand it. They don't know if they should. So there's a lot of confusion in their thoughts as well. They want to be someone who feels good about themselves, who has that emotional depth. They want to be someone who can tap into that. And it's possible that you might be someone, who's very emotionally available. You might have been, showering your love, your care, your concern to this person, and they look up to that, pal, to you. But at the same time, it scares them that they can't emulate that, or they can't give you exactly what you've been giving them. And it's with the Queen of Cups coming out in their thoughts, your love, and you might feel like, I do this for everyone, everyone that I care and love, but for this person, it feels too much. And that's why they run away. They don't feel that they deserve it, so it feels too much, even though it's just, someone who loves the other person showing their love, care, and concern. And so when you do these romantic gestures towards them, they tend to worry that they don't deserve it. They also feel that they can't reciprocate it. They're not good enough, or they don't feel good enough to reciprocate it. And so that's when this person gets scared and then they just run away. There's a lot of running away, not feeling like they deserve love. Those themes are coming through very, very strongly in your reading, particularly Paltio. So your person, they might be very confident in other aspects of their life. They might have really good self-esteem when it comes to other aspects of their life. This person could also be very, very financially well off. To other people, they might seem like they are, very well put together. But internally, your person is understanding, or it's in their thoughts, that there's a lot that they've been through that actually when it comes to love and relationships, not just romantic, but even familial and platonic, there's a part of them that has very, very low esteem, and there's a part of them that doesn't believe that they are worthy of being loved. And there's also a part of them that feels they can't, or they don't have it in them to reciprocate the love, or to show, to tap into that emotional depth. So when this person has those thoughts, they just go within. I mean, they don't want to think about it. They don't want to talk about it. They just run away from it. This person could also, step into denial, might just not even respond. But they do think about why they behave the way that they do, but there's no understanding of the heartbreak that's happened in their past, and that's why it's leading to this. And it might be confusing for your person as well. Like, they might not understand how they're so confident in other aspects of their life, but when it comes to this, they don't know how to explain their behavior. And right now, given we have time for a nap, I don't think that they want to explain, or they need an explanation for their behavior right now. It's just, yeah, I did that, let's move on. That's the kind of energy that's coming through in their thoughts, all right? Let's get into their feelings, because that's a little bit interesting, because it's completely reversed, because this is in their thoughts, all right? Like, I'm not good enough, I don't think I'm worthy. And it might not even be conscious thoughts. I think that this is going through on a very, very subconscious level. But in their feelings, this person is in their feels for you, pal 2. And they're actually very, very clear that they do have feelings for you, that they want something more with you, and that they should balance the scales between the two of you, that, they should contribute to this connection. But every time it gets serious, this person's thoughts overpower the strength of their feelings for you. And that's why you've been getting so many mixed signals. And for some of you, I'm pretty sure this person might have straight up ghosted you, because the contrast in their feelings versus their thoughts, I don't think that this person is able to handle that as well. And so what they feel when they're around you, all of that just kind of submerges every time they start thinking, or their logical mind starts to enter what they feel about this connection. And did you see the way that I phrased it? Because even though there are feelings, their logical mind steps in and they start thinking about what they're feeling, and then they start judging it, they start over-analyzing it, and then they panic, they worry, and then they just run away. That seems to be this person's response every time they get overwhelmed, to just run away, don't give any explanation, not even to themselves, and to just come out when they feel better. So the stage that your person is at, pal 2, is there is recognition that something is holding them back from having an emotional and a fulfilling connection, but they don't know what it is. They don't know why they behave the way that they do. They're unable to relate it to a particular traumatic. I would not even be surprised if this person has been through complex trauma, like trauma over a long period of time, with respect to relationships that they felt at that point was significant for them. Would not be surprised. Your person might feel that they've healed from that, but it looks like there's a big part of them, big part of their thought process as well as their feelings that relates to whatever they went through in that phase. And your person is unable to identify the connection right now, all right? But feelings are there, clarity of their feelings are there, understanding what they have to do to show up in a connection so that it is emotionally fulfilling for them. They know what to do. But putting that into action, that's where there's a huge disconnect. And every time they feel like taking action, their thoughts kind of step in and then pull them away. So the fear of this connection at this point in time, pal 2, is more than how deeply they feel for the connection. So that should tell you how big of the trauma or whatever they've been through, the heartbreak, yeah, that's how big it is, and that's how much it is influencing them right now. So another message that's coming through, I don't think it's from this person, but this is not a justification for how they've been showing up. This is just tapping into their current thoughts and feelings and letting you know this is in no way a justification for the pain that this person has put you through, for the confusion that you've been through because of this person's behavior. And you might ask, because I'm getting that question, why couldn't they just tell me? It was there in their feelings to tell you, to share what they're going through. But like I said, every time they start to pull out that one sword to tell you what they want to feel, two others just come through and it becomes like a heartbreak. It becomes too painful for them to even think about it, so they kind of shut it off and then they just decide that it's better to run away. So this is not a justification for their behavior, but this is just information for you to help you decide what are your next steps going to be with respect to this person and this connection, because you always have free will. All right, that is a big message that wanted to come through, because I can sense a lot of frustration on your end because of this person, pal, too. All right, so this is in no way justifying it. This is just information that you may need to make your decision about this connection or about your next steps in this connection. All right, already advice there coming through for you, but we'll see. One advice for Pal2, please. One advice for Pal2, please. The King of Wands. So, Pal2, you get to want what you want, and you get to stand by what you want. You get to ask for what you deserve, and you get to walk away from anything less than what you deserve. All right? However that applies for your situation, however you wish to take it with respect to this connection, that's on to you. You can choose to take this person back. You can choose to wait for this person to step up, or you can choose to let go of this connection completely. But the big advice that's coming through is know what you deserve. Believe what you deserve will come to you. All right? If not this person, then from the person who's most aligned to you, someone who can give you what you deserve. But that really, really starts, Pal2, with knowing what you deserve and believing that it's possible for you to unlock that reality for yourself where you are getting everything that you do deserve. All right? And Pal2, I'm going to say this again. You get to want what you want for your life, all right? Not just with respect to this connection, with any other aspect of your life. You get to want what you want, and you get to ask for what you deserve. You also get to walk away if it is anything less than what you deserve, all right? So I hope that the advice helps you make a decision with respect to this connection, because with the King of Wands, this is someone who knows their worth, and they're not afraid to ask for it. They're not afraid to put their foot down and say, no, this is what I deserve and nothing less. And they're someone who's very, very secure in themselves, so secure that they're willing to walk away if it doesn't match, like whatever it is that they've received, if it doesn't match what they deserve, what they believe they deserve, then they feel that secure in themselves to walk away, because they know that walking away from what's not aligned actually leads you to what is most aligned to what you truly want and what's meant for you, all right? What naturally aligns to who you are as a person, all right, Pal2? So this is where I will leave you for today. I really hope that this reading brought you the comfort, clarity, and confirmation you were looking for. Pile 2, thank you for allowing me to read for you. My private readings are open right now. You can check the details in the description box below. But if this is where you'd like to leave me, then I just want to say thank you so much for all the love and positive energy you've been sending my way, whether it's with the like, share, subscribe, comments, the tips to send in, watching my page ads. Those are the ways that I feel your love and positive energy, and I'm really, really grateful for it. Pile 2, you always have free will, trust your intuition, and I wish you the most peaceful outcome in this situation, all right? Take care. I'll catch you in my next one. Bye-bye.